Welcome to the Asian Consortium of our 10-day fest, the Polio Design Institute for Social Innovation. This Asian Consortium, as part of the 10-day fest, brings together young and driven individuals from all over Asia with a shared passion about social innovation from various fields. All of us are young and energetic, and all of us are here to build a community for social innovation across Asia. It's basically a circle of friends, you could say. Usually young, mostly young, if you look around here. But all of us share the passion for wanting to make the world a better place, for building communities, for social entrepreneurship, social innovation, or building sustainability in our cities, in our society. So I'll be very happy to say that we have invited a lot of people from a lot of countries and nationalities to be in this room. This is already the second year we're doing this, and this time we have 120 speakers and participants, all invited for the next 2 days. More than 20 different countries or territories. Let's go through the list. We have Bangladesh, Bhutan, Cambodia, China, Hong Kong. I said countries or territories. India, Indonesia, Japan, Macau, Korea, Malaysia, Myanmar, Singapore, Taiwan, the Philippines, as well as guests from New Zealand, South Africa, USA, Costa Rica, Sweden, Switzerland, and more. More than 25 nationalities are being present, and we'll be talking mostly on topics of well-being, sustainable city, social economy and entrepreneurship, as well as resilient community. It sounds a little bit naive maybe, but we dream big, and we want to make the Asian Consortium the largest annual gathering in Asia for young, innovative changemakers and leaders. We want to make this flagship event of the 10-day fest of the Polio Design Institute for Social Innovation. And to kick things off, I would like to have some official words. So just so you know who are the important people in this room. I am not one of them, but the important ones here are, we have Kees de Bond, Dean of the School of Design here. Maybe, Kees, you'd like to give a few words. Thank you, Kees.
Thanks a lot, and thanks a lot for coming to Hong Kong. Normally in this room, I'm here, one of the deans in this university. We have all very serious people, a bit older, and talking academic matters. I'm so happy we can now talk people issues, things that are close to the hearts and minds of people in a very different way. We had a thinker in residence in this program, Matthew Turner, and he says, social innovation is collective action beyond institutions. And I think that's what we see happening here. It doesn't matter, which country you're from, which kind of institution you belong to. It's kind of we share common interest in things that are relevant to people and close to our hearts. And I think that's what is happening here. That's why the friendship is the real basis to make things happen and change. So I really applaud your coming here, and I'm so happy to be part of this today. Thank you.
Thank you. And the other person, without him, this whole thing would never happen, is Mr. Alvin Yip, the director of the Design Institute for Social Innovation.
Well, I don't want to take more of your time, but the most important reminder here, the most important purpose of this Asian Consortium is to make friends. That's the most important part. So I just have this plan like 30 seconds ago. We should give an award at the end of tomorrow that who make that I hope that whoever make the most number of friends, he or she should get an award. Should we prepare something for it? Okay, let's do it that way. So please compete and make as many friends as possible. Now, number two, I think that apart from making friends between now and then tomorrow, also I could imagine that if we do this every year, this will become such an important record of what is the development of social innovation in Asia. So what we also do is we invited a number of observers from some of them from Asia, but many of them actually from Europe and the States, to join us today. I will also use my time then to quickly introduce, well, only their first name because time is limited with us. So we have Michael here from Germany, Case already being introduced, Ute also from Germany, Amika, Britta from the back, Wendy from UK, Ernest from Germany, Kike, and then Jeremy from UK and Tim from the States. And at the end of you know that you're going to give this very sharp self-introduction, right? So at the end, we'll ask Tim, Jeremy, and Kike to give some feedback onto what they see as a whole, like what's going on in Asia in comparison to the rest of the world. So have a good conference today.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Eve. Yes, I'm happy to see that there are so many German observers here. This is my country of origin, by the way. I will share a little bit more about myself later. I was one of the presenters last year, and now I'll be moderating here. But yeah, so you see, we'll have people from all around the world present, not just as speakers, but also as observers and as respondents. So, and I'd also encourage all of you to use your networking phase for the next 2 days. Give out name cards, make friends, but don't forget creative presentations. So that's what we're going to do now. So I already introduced, we have our 4 big circles, our 4 focus areas, if you will, and our presentations, or your presentations, will be divided into one of these 4 tracks: well-being, sustainable city, social economy and entrepreneurship, and resilient community. The main purpose, though, is not, as Mr. Ib just said, is not just to learn some more, academic knowledge about social innovation. It is there to make friends. It is to network, to get to know each other. Even as a little side note, I was a speaker last year. I was giving a presentation. I was listening to a presentation. But because of that, and because of the field trip, which will happen tomorrow, because of that, I actually started to expand the social business I'm running and create projects that were based on the contacts I made during this Asian Consortium. So no matter what you're doing, if it's for friendship, if it's for networking, if it's for professional networking and expanding your social impact, this event can make it happen. So we'll have the 4 tracks, but before we listen to detailed presentations at another venue this afternoon, we want to give each speaker a chance to introduce yourself. But you only have 30 seconds. 30 seconds. We'll go track by track. So I'd like you all to make sure to know which track you're in. Don't worry, we'll have a slide with photos of you there, so everyone can see your beautiful face. But we are going to be strict. We do not have time to spare. 30 seconds, we're going to cut you off. I'll encourage you to not introduce your whole business model or founding story. No. Show who you are, what you're doing, and be remembered. Because we are listening to a lot of presentations right now, make yourself memorable. The most creative self-introduction, actually the 3 most creative self-introductions, will get a special prize. The respondents will try to remember who you were, and if they do, you might be featured on our social platform, Socia, our knowledge platform, get a feature story on you. So, no pressure, but pressure. Okay, please get ready. We'll go one by one. We'll start with the well-being track. One important note for you, you'll have a microphone, each one of you, every seat. There's a little button, it's an on button. So I don't think I need to explain to you that before you speak, please press the on button. But when you finish speaking, please switch off again by pressing this button, because only 4 people maximum can use a microphone, and we don't want any chaos here. So if you do not speak, please stay away from the button, and if you're finished, remember to press it. Okay? So let's move on. Quickly here, the agenda for today. We're right now in the plenary session. At around 3:15, we're going to move to the fancy building you might have seen outside, the Social Innovation Tower. We're going to look at an exhibition downstairs, and then we're giving our main presentation upstairs. For those speakers who have not yet submitted your final presentation, which, by the way, you should have submitted it. But in case there is a last-minute change, there is still the possibility of submitting the last-minute change, but there will be a cut-off time. May I know what the cut-off time is?
The cut-off time before it's during the exhibition opening, so we cut it at 4.
4 p.m. If you still have something to change, you can find either the tall lady, she's called Deirdre, I will not try her last name, or you approach me, or anyone who looks official, somehow involved in working here, okay? Before 4 o'clock. Now, let's get ready. So, the well-being track. You see yourself, if you see yourself here on the screen, get ready. We start with our New Zealand-based, oh dear, Reipong and Andy Crow, and then we'll move on, Sebastian Martin, Bokao, Pat Lam, sorry for my butchering of the words, Pong Wang Yen, and oh dear, Ted Tiriswe, yeah, Myanmar, I'm really sorry. So we start here, Reipong, Andy Crow, can you raise your hand? Oh, over there. So everyone, the first speaker will be here, please listen, and then the next, Sebastian Martin, get ready for the next one. So both of you can speak if you'd like. 30 seconds only. Okay, do we have a timekeeping ready? Okay, let's go.
Cool. Hi everyone, I'm Andy and this is Rui, and we co-founded Critical Pixels in Auckland, New Zealand.
So we live and work in our community in Mount Roskill. We see that gentrification pushes people out. And basically our response is that how might we add fuel to the fire that is already burning in our communities? So the importance of the design is often talked about, but the who in design is a huge issue too. That's us.
Thank you, very good. Thanks for time, Kim. Thanks a lot. Okay, let's move on. Sebastian Martin, 30 seconds. Here you go, 30 seconds.
My name is Sebastian Martin. I'm the founder of Gambia Coffee. We're a coffee company based in Shanghai, so I'm living in Shanghai. I came here for this conference. We specialize in organic coffee and also direct trade. We travel to coffee farms and source coffee directly from small farmers and cooperatives and try to make our business as impactful as possible. We're serving coffee today. If you guys want free coffee, we have cold brew outside. We have hot coffee as well. We're going to be serving coffee cocktails at night during the party. So,
thank you very much.
Please feel free to try our products.
I'm sorry, the time is up, but I think we got it all. It's coffee, so if we ever get tired, we know who to approach. So all of you might get a pleasant surprise. Actually, they will help us this event sponsoring some coffee for you guys. This should not go into the judgment by the respondents, by the way. Okay, so thanks a lot. Now, Bokao from the College of Design. Okay.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Bokao from Tongji University, the College of Design and Innovation. I'm very happy to hear. I'm focused on use the service design, social innovation to make our life, especially the transition of the Shanghai to make our life better. And today is the Mid-Autumn Festival. Say hello to everyone and happy day. Thank you.
Thank you. Happy Mid-Autumn Festival. Okay, thanks a lot. And let's move on. Tat Lam. Okay.
Here you are. Hi guys, Tat Lam, Shanghai City. Shanghai means fake product, but we don't make fake product. We are developing impact measurement systems to calculate social returns of investments for impact investors and social entrepreneurs. It's totally free services. If you don't know what is impact measurement, you should know about it and come to my session. Thank you.
Thank you. Very sharp and concise. Impact measurement, very important. I found it out the hard way. Okay, let's move on. Pong Wan Yen. Okay, here, everyone.
I'm the teacher teaching the toy and game design. I'm in the Guangdong University of Finance and Economics, and participate some social innovations of the education and folk traditional cultures, how to prove our children grow up. So, very happy to see every big children.
Thank you very much. Okay, very good. Please make sure if you have spoken that your microphone is off. Okay, and we have the name that I just cannot pronounce from Myanmar. May I know where you are? Okay, thanks a lot. May you say your name first, please? Thanks.
Yeah, the full name is Ted Diushi, but it's Ted. and I'm from Myanmar. I'm studying here at Hong Kong. The organization that I founded is to be a friend to millions of Myanmar youths, informing about opportunity where you could go and where you could apply and where you could be. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, very nice. Thanks a lot. So, okay. Okay, great. So that's the first track of well-being. These 6 people will also present first in the well-being track later, and then we'll have a break, and then more people will present. So these are the other remaining one in the afternoon for well-being. Oscar Venhuis, I'm sorry if I cannot pronounce it. Okay, please, you have 30 seconds.
Hi, I'm Oscar Venhuis. 30 seconds is pretty long for me, actually, but I don't have that much to tell. I'll present later, but I guess maybe one fun fact to remember is that I went to a club yesterday and have been to a club for the last 4 years. That's my introduction. Thank you.
Wow, okay, thanks a lot, Oscar Venhuis. So we have a coffee and we have a clubbing person here. Okay, let's move on. Lola Amaria.
Yeah, hello, good afternoon everyone. I'm Lola Maria. I'm from Indonesia. I'm a filmmaker and concern make a film based on social issue, for example, migrant worker, LGBT, and my last film is about blind people and disability. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Lola Maria, social filmmaker. Ryan Russell, working from Myanmar.
Right here. I am here. I am up above you. I'm just kidding. I'm right here. Right here.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Spooky, okay.
Okay. My name is Ryan Russell, and I'm the founder and executive director of Opportunities Now. And we help the poor start businesses. We're the only organization in Myanmar that trains entrepreneurs, funds their startups, and mentors them during the life of the loan that we give them. And I will tell you more about that later, but we need more people to care more about the services that we offer to poor people.
Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, and we have Ren Wan from Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Okay, over there.
Hi everyone. My name is Ren. I'm from Hong Kong. Actually, I spoke last year here, and I am the co-founder of a group called Job Yeah. We run swap parties, but this year we're talking about how swap parties are related to well-being, and it's going to be a long story, so I'm not going to keep you listening to this. We'll discuss later. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ren Wan. And we have Christopher Tse from Hong Kong.
Hello, so I'm Christopher C, and I'm the Communications Manager for Inspiring Hong Kong Sports Foundation. So what we do is basically we provide 2-year and free of charge sports programs and learning experience activities to underprivileged youth in Hong Kong. We teach them soft skills and increase their social mobility. Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot. Sports for Christopher Tse. Surya Balakrishnan from Indonesia. Do we have Surya Balakrishnan? Sorry if I mispronounce. No? Okay. Well, we'll figure out what's happening there. Then we have Indra Muiz, also from Indonesia.
I'm here. Hello, everyone. My name is Indra Muiz. I'm from Indonesia, exactly from Bekasi City. I'm a teacher, just a teacher. And then today I would like to share e-learning implementation for industrial workers in my neighborhood. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Indra. Okay. The next track is social entrepreneurship and social economy, one of my personal favorites. We have people from different countries as well. Let's start with Ilham Habibi.
Hi, my name is Ilham. I'm from Indonesia. I'm from the organization called KTEC, Culture, Art, Technology, Empowering Community. I'm here together with my partner and co-founder Zaleha from Malaysia. What we do, we have launched an event in Indonesia called Transformaking, which focuses on open innovation for grassroots innovation, basically to develop sustainable communities. I will talk about that more later. Thank you.
Great. Thanks a lot, Ilham. Okay. We have Ko Martinez Onozawa, or I'll just call him Ko. Okay.
Hi, over here.
Please raise your hand in the future, so it helps me to not be scared of ghosts.
Good afternoon.
Okay,
my name
thanks,
is Ko Onozawa. I'm an archaeologist and cultural heritage manager, but also the co-founder and executive director at Loud Bastard Inc. I'll talk about later how that makes sense. Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot, Ko. Please switch off your microphones. And so loud bastards, that sounds a little bit weird, and an archaeologist, let's find out. Rita Rosli, sorry, can you raise your hand?
Hi, I'm here. Hi, my name is Reda Rosli. I'm from Malaysia. I'm the CCO for Incitement. I'm here on behalf of Zikri. He is touring Europe round, visiting all the incitements in Europe. So I'll be telling you more about what incitement is in just a bit.
Okay, thanks a lot. Thank you. Okay, Anand Majumdar from India, I suppose.
Hi. My name is Anand. I'm a student passionate about social entrepreneurship. I spent my last 2 summers in rural India trying to help rural women start businesses, especially when we're clueless how to do it. What we're doing is still really small, and so I hope to learn from everyone today at the Asia Consortium. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Anand. Thank you. Moving on, a person I coincidentally met 5 years ago in Taiwan. Very happy to see him. Klaus Oberbauer from Austria. But he's talking about something from Myanmar. So, Klaus?
Yeah, hello, I'm here. So I'm Klaus, I'm a social entrepreneur. I started the social enterprise in Myanmar, and today I'm here to represent social enterprises, the current generation like Ted, like Ryan, like Tim, and other people that you will hear about. But we also have the future generation of social innovators in Myanmar here, and I will pass over the virtual ball to my colleague on the other end of the room.
Whee! We have founded together Social Impact Myanmar. We are trying to help to launch and incubate new ones. We also like to play ping pong and other things while we are working.
Thank you, thank you. And Daniel Oscar Bosco.
Hi, I'm here.
Okay, over here.
Hi everyone, I'm Oscar, I'm from Indonesia. I'm working on United Nations in Indonesia. And every day I'm just playing with my wearable device in Google Glass and Apple Watch for making social innovation for Indonesia and emerging countries. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Oscar. Okay, these are the first speakers for social economy, and after tea break, the second batch of speakers of the social economy. We have Gaston T from Malaysia and UK. Gaston?
Hi, I'm here. My name is Gaston. I'm Malaysian, and I have a French name, Gaston. And yesterday I checked in the hotel, they asked me, hi, sir, are you here for business or leisure? I say I'm here for fun. And I'm going to talk about LC Venture, a company I started to buy back a company called Beagle that I was kicked out 10 days before Christmas last year.
Interesting teaser. I think we all want to listen to you more. Thank you, Gaston. Okay, and Benjamin Paul Dobbs.
Right.
Benjamin?
Hi, everyone. I'm from Indonesia. Well, from the United States, but I've been living in Indonesia for 4 years. So I'm currently developing and growing a sort of social, innovative community in my area, Gading Serpong in Indonesia. So here you go.
Okay, thank you, Benjamin. Please switch off your microphones after you're finished. Thanks a lot. And a recurring theme of today will be people claiming to be from one country who don't really look like they're from that country. But I think that also shows that today's modern social innovators and entrepreneurs. We move all around the world. We start enterprise, we collaborate with people. And in fact, this very event is such a chance for us. Maybe a new business idea, maybe a new community will be developed by people across different borders and countries and cultures. So next one will be Fiona is something Putri, I'm sorry. I actually know her sister, that's very interesting, but let her introduce who she is. Fiona.
Okay, my name is Fiona Karisi Putri. I'm from Indonesia, and I'm a lecturer about entrepreneurship and creativity and innovation in Parahyangan Catholic University, Bandung. And thank you, Till, for inviting me here. Okay, and I'm now representing not only my university, but also representing the people that I develop, the villagers that I develop. Because my company, I have a company too, my company's vision is to develop our nation by empowering our strongest assets, that's culture. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Sounds like a very ambitious plan. Thanks a lot. Okay, now we have Mr. MD Saharia Hassan. I'm really sorry. I should
Hi.
just stop doing this. Okay, everyone.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Mohammad Shahriar Hassan from Bangladesh. I'm founder Bloodman. We help blood seeker, that means patients, to find a blood donor, and we also honor blood donor in some way, and we also create employment for our students. I will be talking about social business in social economy and entrepreneurship. So see you then. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Okay, Mr. Hassan. Elliot Leung from Hong Kong.
Hi, hi everyone. I'm from Hong Kong, and I look like I'm from Hong Kong as well. I run a startup called Gai Fong, which is neighbor in Hong Kong, in Cantonese, and it allows users to borrow anything from anyone near them through a click of a mobile phone, rather than buying from the store. So it helps everyone save money and waste less. Look forward to hearing from everybody. Thanks.
Thanks a lot. Mr. Leung. Social economy, borrowing through apps. Okay, and now we have Tim Ai Hardy, Myanmar as well.
Yeah.
Over
Hello,
there.
everyone. My name is Tim. I'm the co-founder and the director of the Myanmar Mobile Education Project. Pretty much, basically we're providing non-formal practical education, vocational training to these kids who are indentured servitude, forced to work in very long hours, 7 days a week. They're like 12, 13, 19 years old. And there are about 5 million of them in my country. So you will hear more about it in my presentation and what we're doing, how we're trying to change their lives in the community as well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And finally, Adam Joy Townsend. That's an interesting name.
Hello, can you hear me? Yes. I recently became Adam Joy Townsend. I just got married. I'm back from my honeymoon 2 days ago. So that's the interesting thing about me. I've also recently become exec director of a NGO called Solar Leap. We make solar power ICT labs to bridge the digital divide in the developing world. Thank you.
Thank you. Very sharp. Okay, so that's social economy and entrepreneurship. There are a couple more, 2 more tracks. So first we have resilient community, 7 more speakers in the first batch. So Soma Vajpayee, sorry if I butchered the name. Okay, here we go.
Hello, I'm Shoma Vajpayee, co-founder of Zaya Learning Labs based out of India, but I live in Hong Kong. Growing up and living in India, I've seen the divide between education, the haves, have not. What I'm really passionate and what I drive through the organization is bringing world-class learning to every child, anywhere, anytime. And we have an out-of-the-box solution. So if you want to know more, join my track. Thank you so much. Excited to be here.
Thank you, Soma. Okay, thank you. Next up, Jason Richard Hobbs from South Africa. So Hobbs?
Yeah.
Okay, in the middle.
Hi, my name is Jason, and I think I'm an imposter. I'm not Asian, and I'm a human-centered designer. So, Elvin, why did you invite me? But we'll have to see. Hopefully, it'll all make sense later.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Hobbs. Raising some curiosity. Okay, Ryan Kao from Malaysia, but now working in Hong Kong. Ryan, okay.
So hi everyone, my name is Ryan Kao. I'm Malaysian, but I work in Hong Kong. So I'm full-time civil engineer in work, practicing civil engineer. And after work, I call myself a life engineer. That's I help people to manage their life stories, create their life stories for themselves, and host their own live talks in Hong Kong. So this is what we do. Thank you.
Life engineer, Mr. Kao. Thanks a lot. Okay, then we have Ziwei from Hong Kong. Ziwei. Okay.
Hi everybody, I'm Ziwei. I work for a nonprofit called PillNet. I'm a lawyer. I work with lawyers and law students, but I'm also in the matchmaking business. If you want to find out how those two work together and how we use that for social good, you should come to our track. Thanks.
Thanks a lot, Ziwei. Lawyer and matchmaker. In fact, I have a lawyer friend who's looking for a girlfriend, so we have lawyer and matchmaker coming together. It's very interesting. I might meet him today, in fact. Okay, sorry. We have someone from Macau, Kong. I was fortunate to talk to him before. Kong, where?
Hey, everyone. We are here to make friends. So one of the things that you have to do is to get to know another person's name. It's easy to remember my name. Remember, we are now in Hong Kong. Drop the Hong, become Kong. And remember, I used to be a King Kong. Drop the king and become a Kong. Join me in my track. We will talk about a group of people who have decided to take care of their own development. See you then.
Okay, thank you very much. That was exactly 30 seconds. Good job. Okay, Mr. Kong, Hong Kong, King Kong. We still don't really know what he's doing, but I can assure you it's going to be interesting. And Andre Kwok from Hong Kong. Andre?
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Andre. I'm a student from HKU. So I
call myself consisting of 50% entrepreneurship, 30% passion for life, and also 20% for optimism for future. So resilience is actually very interesting for me. It's kind of a new topic for me as well. So I just come back from gap year, and then just come back from Hong Kong, and then hopefully I can share more to the others, talking about how connecting Hong Kong to other countries. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Connecting Hong Kong to other countries. Andre. And Mr. Paul Chen from Hong Kong. Paul? Not here? Okay. No worries, we're running out of time. Perfect. So let's move on. Resilient community, the last of the 4 tracks. We start with Ms. Jamie Ju from Hong Kong. Jamie?
Hi, my name is Jamie, and I believe that every young person has the potential to succeed. What they need is a champion in their lives that can tell them that they can do it instead of they cannot. So I work to inspire teens, and I do this through my startup, Lulio, where we connect using technology teens to their champions when they need it the most. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamie. Next up, Vincent Ng from Hong Kong. Vincent.
Can everyone hear me? Yep. Well, I'm delighted to be here. Thank you, Alvin and Giedra and the amazing team from 10FEST for organizing. I wear multiple hats. I'm a hat wearer. On one hand, I'm an event producer. My background originally has been in education and nonprofit management with the team for Teach for China originally back in the day. And now I build ecosystems. So I organize one of the TEDx events in Hong Kong, TEDx Wan Chai, going into its 6th year now, and also have my own event production company.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. We have to hurry up a little, so let's move on. Jiang Lihua. Jiang Lihua.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jiang Lihua. You can call me Jennifer if you like. I'm a teacher from Sichuan University, the west part of China. Our university is located in the downtown of Chengdu, a very famous cultural and historic city known as the hometown of Panda. So welcome you to come to Chengdu. Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot. We have Rachel Yan from Hong Kong. Rachel Yan.
Hello, yes, I'm here. Okay. Hello, I'm Rachel. I'm from MAD Make a Difference. We're based in Hong Kong, and we are a collaborative platform of creative change makers that run creativity initiatives and social innovation initiatives all year round. And maybe you can also call me an artist. I don't know. I'm not sure about that because we co-founded a group called Pocket Parks Collective. We have our first exhibition now actually on show at Our Street. Because tomorrow I know some of you are going to Our Street. It's an exhibition or an experiential experience thing that connects you to the smells of Hong Kong. So please do enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. And we have Herwinto Chandra Sutantio from Indonesia. Okay, in the middle.
Hi. You guys can call me Erwin. I think for the German it's very easy to say my nickname. So it's actually called Erwin. I'm from Indonesia. I work for a telecom company. My track will be speaking on how fish has been helping the telecom business in Indonesia. Free drinks, some door prizes available if you come to my track. Thank you.
Wow, that is interesting. Thank you a lot, Erwin. Okay. Sustainable Cities second batch. Richard Xu. Richard Xu. Okay.
I'm very happy to be here. Great to meet everyone. First of all, I want to correct a little bit. There's a word missing in the introduction. It's not just troublemaker. I'm too old to be troublemaker. It's creative troublemaking.
Thanks.
I crossed two things. I crossed different sectors of a city, different ecosystem, as well as cities in Asia and the West. So how do we find ways to co-work, co-create together? Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Richard. Thank you. Very nice. We have TEDx curators from different places around there, as well as some things similar to TEDx. Very interesting here. So we have Jinwoo Kim from Korea.
Hi, I'm Jinwoo, and I think you cannot miss the beautiful building in Korea, Dongdaemun Design Plaza, so-called DDP. And probably when you come to Seoul, you cannot miss me as well. Also, I hope you can join my presentation too. The only reason that I came here is to show Korean people will be coming more after me. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much. Jinu about Korean people. We're still not sure, but you can join his session. We have Wendy Chan from Macau.
Yes.
Wendy?
Hi, I'm from University of Macau. I'm going to talk about a little bit about the new campus of University of Macau with a submission to trying to diversify the economy, contributing to the sustainability of the city. If you know a little about Macau, we are now in trouble because our gaming industry, which is contributing something like half of the economy of Macau and 80% of the government revenue has been going down. Okay, so the University of Macau carry a big, big burden. I was going to tell you about this.
Okay, thank you. Peter Zabilskis. Oh, I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, I'm Peter Zabelskis. I teach cultural anthropology at the University of Macau. I'm interested in how and why people live in cities, especially how they think about and use public urban space and time. And I'm interested in using academic research to help people talk to each other and to make a link between people and governments who often don't listen to them.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Zabelski. I'm so going to talk to you later in private. That's kind of my pet peeve. Okay, Birdie Salva from the Philippines. Birdie, that's an interesting name.
I'm Birdie from the Philippines, and if you're wondering if there's any parents who would name their kid Birdie, so it's actually a nickname. And if you want to know the real story, talk to me after. So basically in my session, I just want to share stories about how Metro Manila is coping with its urbanization and how it plans to become a sustainable city. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Birdie. Thank you. And Miao-sen Gong.
Hello, everybody.
Sorry, can you raise? Okay.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Miao-sen Gong. I'm from Jiangnan University in Wuxi. I was very struggling to be here, but now I'm very happy to be in this such a big community. As a bowling professor, I basically study on how design approaches social innovation. And if you're really curious how much bowling it is, you are welcome to our session. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Miao-sen Gong. Okay. And the last couple of speakers, Sustainable City, Farah Hirati Sanmari from Indonesia.
Over here.
Sorry, can you raise your hand? Okay, in the middle.
Okay, hi everybody, I'm Farah. I'm from Singapore. I'm from Sustainable Living Lab, a social innovation lab that harnesses the energy of the maker movement to build a sustainable city, a sustainable future. So I'm quite excited about tomorrow's trip to Caesar's Place in Maker Bay. So I hope to see you guys there. See ya.
Okay, thanks. Make a move from Singapore. Thank you, Farah. Liu Xin from China. Liu Xin. Okay, over there.
I'm Liu Xin from Academy of Arts and Design, Tsinghua University, Beijing. I'm also a director of a collaborative innovation center of eco-design. I'm focused on teaching the design fundamental and design for sustainability. I think I'm also a practitioner and maybe a student for design for innovation, social innovation. Now I'm come here to enjoy, especially for enjoying the Moon Festival with you all today.
Okay, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Liu Xin. Okay, Xiaoyu Hu from China as well?
Here.
Okay.
You can call
Chinese
me Max.
corner.
You can call me Max. I'm from Guangzhou. I'm from an institute which works on the protection of intangible cultural heritage. It's some about the folklore, craftsmanship. Like in the past year, we help the government to investigate all kinds of folklores and handicrafts, and we also help the inheritors enter into the intangible cultural list system. Now we are building innovation platform to innovate the intangible cultural heritage. I will introduce later.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot, Xiaoyu Hu. Okay, Wang Xiaoying from China. Oh, that's really the Chinese area over here. Sorry.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Wang Xiaoying from Kaili University, Guizhou Province, China. I am a teacher. I do research in the field of minority costumes and plant dyeing and innovation design of Chinese minority traditional crafts. Very happy to see you, to see everyone. Good afternoon.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, This one, Zhang Jun from mainland China. Zhang Jun.
Hello, everybody. I'm Zhang Jun.
Can you raise your hand, please?
Oh, yeah, here.
Oh, over there? Okay.
I'm Zhang Jun, come from Hunan University. I'm a teacher in the design school. So I teach industrial design and product service system design. Our research direction is to find a solution to help the rural area, the people live in the rural area, by integrating the service design and design for social innovation approach. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Sorry, we're out of time. Thank you, Zhang Xin. And Dennis Cheung from Hong Kong, founding partner of UPSOP.
Hello, I'm Dennis Cheung. I'm from Hong Kong, and I'm an architect, and currently a founding partner at Upscaling Operations. We reuse and redesign mundane objects and mundane spaces. And I'm going to talk about some projects that I'm going to talk about projects that we reuse abandoned flooring panels in Hong Kong.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, I don't think I really need to introduce that much right now. Later we'll have some moderators. But before that, I would like to see what our special guests and respondents thought about our creative introductions.
Excuse me, we still have some speakers who haven't introduced themselves.
The latecomers or the ones I forgot. Okay, we have two people left. We have Kathy and we have Walter. Let's go, maybe Walter can start first. Okay.
Hi, my name is Walter. I'm coming from Hong Kong, and let me introduce my friend here below. Actually, it's my guide, Dog Rangy, coming from Japan, Nagoya. So I'm a human resources person, and I'm running a talent pool for higher educated students and graduates with disabilities. So we unify the power of disabled and also help them to do the best job matching in Hong Kong. So if you're looking for talents in Hong Kong, just let me know. Thank you.
Wow, thanks a lot. Okay, disability, job matching, and an actual living guide dog in here, in case you haven't figured it out. Very cool. Thanks a lot, Walter. And Kathy? Kathy? Oh, over there, okay.
Minutes?
Quickly.
Okay, I'm Kathy from Business Kind Myanmar, and also I'm working for Hong Kong Myanmar Chamber of Commerce. Today I will present about our social enterprise called Good Sleep, Good Night, and Good Job. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Kathy. Whew, that was a lot of self-introductions. I know how you feel right now, because I was sitting there last year and I was thinking, oh my God, who do I still remember? I forgot to take notes. Don't worry, we'll have the whole afternoon, but please be active and go around, talk to people, listen to people. It's not the time for your phones, it's the time to open your ears. But again, we have some special guests here. Yes, you also have the booklet. I was just being reminded, all the speakers aren't there. Okay, so no worries. Let me introduce you, three people who will give some comments. Three very special guests we have here. We have, Mr. Ip already mentioned, we have Jeremy Myerson, Director of the Helen Hamlin Centre for Design at the Royal College of Art in the UK. Can we please give some applause for Jeremy Myerson? Thank you. Can you stand up and take a seat on stage? We have Tim Marshall, Provost and Chief Academic Officer, New School USA. Okay, Tim Marshall, please give some applause. And we have a very special guest from the Index. It's a very, very famous organization in Europe. The CEO of Index, Ms. Kigge, and sorry, I don't try your name, so let's just call her Kigge. Please give some applause. CEO of Index, Kigge. Please have a seat. And I'd like to ask the three of them what presentations they can still remember, which one struck them as a little bit innovative. Don't worry, if they forgot you, first of all, they will not tell which one they forgot. But if they do not mention you, we don't have time to mention all of you, okay? And you have a second chance to make yourself known during the actual presentation. So let me ask any of you, you can just comment maybe before you pick a particular one, after hearing so many presentations. Is there anything that you found very interesting, particularly about Asia? This is the Asian Consortium, Social Innovation about Asia. All three of you might not have lived in Asia for all your lives, I'm not sure. But what do you think about social innovation in Asia after hearing all these presentations? Any one of you can go.
Okay. Well, first of all, the word I'd use is wow. If I was building a social innovation robot, I would, with the DNA, if I was bioengineering a social innovation robot with the DNA of all the people in this room, it would be the best social innovation robot on the planet. Amazing spectrum of work, amazing spectrum of enterprises and ideas, a great mix of academics and entrepreneurs. I think for me, it's really important to make the distinction between social creativity, where you're working with people and coming up with new ideas, the difference between creativity, the generation of new ideas, and innovation, the implementation and delivery of new ideas. I think what was so encouraging around the room is that people are focused on delivery, on implementation, on making it real. And that is what innovation is about. So that was really encouraging. The other general comment I'd make is around, I was expecting to hear stuff from Singapore and Hong Kong and the Philippines. Myanmar came through very strongly, and I found that really fascinating. I found the number of very innovative projects from Myanmar, and I just recall Ryan Russell's comment, Opportunity Now. He said we need more people to care for the services we offer to poor people. And if you can make it happen in Myanmar, which is one of the most secretive and difficult places on earth, you can make it happen anywhere.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, maybe let's just move on in the circle. Kia.
Yeah, thank you for saying everything I wanted to say to me. That's really nice.
Sorry.
It's going to be even more difficult for you. Or easy. So, but I was also thinking about Myanmar. It looks really interesting that there's so many people from Myanmar here. Ernst was just saying to me, where are the people from mainland? I mean, that's quite a big country just next to us. That should be quite influential in terms of social innovation. So I would urge that we get more people from mainland. Then I was thinking about Tat Lam. You're over here somewhere, yeah? You're working with impact assessment of social innovation. I think that's very, very important. As you know, it's something that's going on in the world, and we need to understand the impact or the measure, the value actually of social innovation. So I'm looking forward to hearing more about that. Over here you were talking about e-learning implementation of industrial workers. I think that's very important as well, because we need systems that can accommodate people that are working and need new skills, so it's super interesting. Also, you were talking about someone over here, e-learning in Myanmar as well. I look forward to hearing more about that. And then, yeah, the mix, I was a little bit worried that we might have many academics here. Because to me, social innovation is, as you said, a lot about actually doing it and implementing on market. So I would hope that the academics here will help support those people who are actually working in the field, getting stuff on the ground. So that would be my main thinking right now.
Okay, thanks a lot, Trigger. Okay, Ken, thank you. And Tim.
Thank you. Yeah, just echoing the fact that there's an extraordinary array of different projects and from such an interesting mix of countries and backgrounds. So it was really impressive. I think the 30-second format makes the language all start to merge together a little bit. So there's this very similar language that I'm used to from social innovation elsewhere. But I think when I sort of look at the descriptions and think about the context, then you start to see where the differences really might lie. But you know, the language that we all tend to use in this context is helping people and making the world a better place. And I'll you know, a little bit, I'm always a little cautious about that. So what I'm listening for is where it's not just about people being taught something, it's about how you actually develop teaching capacity. I'm not just interested in sort of how you give to somebody, but how you give them the capacity to figure out for themselves their own economy. How you amplify the existing, in other words, how do you actually relate to the community you're working with, where it's their autonomy, it's their imagination, it's their capacities that you are very gently bringing through to the fore rather than necessarily imposing one's own projection of what one would imagine to be the issues or the problems or what they see as the best way forward. So to that extent, I thought Elliot Leong's work in terms of the issue of money and financing was very interesting. I thought Soma, although I had a tiny understanding in terms of the film and in terms of education, you're working with a box, yeah. Yeah, that this, because I think the other thing is about scale. We're dealing with a massive world and massive problems, and how do you deal with things at scale? And I got maybe a little insight that you were thinking about scale in an interesting way in relationship to education. And Farah from Singapore, I thought also had some interesting ideas about how you gently find something within a community and bring it forward rather than necessarily impose one's understanding of own projection of that. So they're the ones that jumped out at me. Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot, Tim. Okay, thank you for your response. Thank you. And maybe at the end, you already threw out a couple of names and ideas over there, but I also want to give a chance to Jeremy and Kige. If you remember any particular enterprises or innovations that you think is worth mentioning, worth remembering, you can also give a comment why you think they sound very special to you. Maybe we'll start with Kige, and then we have Jeremy.
I think maybe already I did, because what Tam is saying over here, which is about impact measurement. The thing is that we need to be able to measure what is the influence in terms of the environment, the social benefits, and the economic benefits of what everybody is doing in here. The reason we need to measure that is that that's how we're going to argue with the current existing systems. So we need that, and a lot of course, tries are getting into that. Right now, a lot of people are trying to do this, but we haven't seen a substantial framework that really works yet. So that's super important. It's about everything in here, what this guy is doing. And then, of course, due to the learning, because you're working on e-learning, different e-learning scales, both of you over here, I think that's really, really important because we need to distribute knowledge to people, also leading on what Tim is saying.
Okay, thank you, Kige. And anything, Jeremy?
Yeah, I mean, it's slightly invidious to pick out individual examples because we had a 30-second advert, but things that interest me in the resilient community, Jamie Chu with Lulio. Where's Jamie? Yeah, I'm very interested in issues of teen depression and suicide. We need more research in this area. We need more activism in this area. So I thought that struck me as very interesting. And also, they're sitting quite close to each other, Peter Sabielski and Wendy Chan in Macau, both talking about different urban aspects of Macau. I find Macau absolutely fascinating as a place because one culture, then another culture, grafted onto an original space. Seismic changes to this small place with all kinds of unforeseen consequences. I think it's almost a proxy. It's like a laboratory for social innovation, Macau. So I'm very interested to hear what Wendy and Peter have to say. So those were the two that jumped out. And one more I just mentioned, Co Martinez Onozana from the Philippines. Probably best company name, Loud Bastards Inc. And he wrote in his program, this is a company dedicated to a future where social and green business will simply be called business. And there's a lot of what we call in the UK greenwash. There's a lot of nods towards environmentalism and green practice in business. And we know it should be embedded, and it's not. And we see this weekend where we're just beginning to get the global repercussions of what VW have done with their emissions, with their inbuilt emissions cheating. We have an enormous long way to go until business is truly green. So that caught my imagination as well.
Okay, thanks a lot, Jeremy. Can we give some applause for our respondents to the plenary session? Thanks a lot for your input. Okay, thanks. You might go back to your seats, and we hope to benefit from your wisdom for the rest of the day. Okay, we heard a lot from them also about what they thought about different ideas. A lot of things coming up from Myanmar. There's also another country where I believe, which is also very, very prominent. We heard a lot of examples, and that is Indonesia. A lot of interesting guests from Indonesia, and we are also very honored to have from the consulate general from the consulate from Indonesia in Hong Kong, Mr. Khalif. Maybe can you stand up and everyone can appreciate you. You'll have to leave soon, but at the very end, we'll take a quick photo with our Indonesian delegates and the Consulate General as well, just to appreciate our Indonesian spirit at this Asian Consortium, which even from last year, in my honest opinion, was very, very strong. So Indonesia is really a hub for social innovation in Asia these days. I'm very proud of that fact. Now, there are a couple of more people that you will be seeing. As you see here, there are moderators. I am one of the moderators. My name is Till. There are a couple of others, because this afternoon the 4 tracks will be moderated at the same time. What is going to happen is actually quite, I would say, hurried and needs to be very precise. So let me quickly tell you what's going on, and then I'll introduce you a couple of people, and then we'll have to move on to the next place, especially the speakers, but also the participants. Please pay attention. So what will happen is, we will go up, as I said before, to the Social Innovation Tower. We're going to visit downstairs at exhibition, have a look, and then we're going upstairs. It will be one big floor. The 4 tracks will happen at the same time. The speakers will have to get ready. It will be the same order as we just heard today in each of the tracks. The same order, the same sequence, but it will be one floor, not separate rooms. So each of you will speak without a microphone. So this is what's going to happen upstairs. Also, we're going to have exactly our 6 minutes, 40 seconds, cannot be any later. If you still need to submit your PowerPoint or keynote, remember the cutoff time, 4 p.m. Find me, find Girdre or anyone official looking, remember. And for the participants, you do not need to stay in one track the whole time. You can listen for one speech, and then you can change to another one. But please keep in mind that it's a small room. People are speaking at the same time. Do not disturb or distract the speakers, because we don't have much time. So when they speak, don't just start moving around. That's a little boring. Let's move to this one. Oh no, let's go. Please do not do this. When the speakers are being swapped, then you can subtly stand up and leave if you'd like. If you are a speaker, even if it's not your time yet, please stay within this track, because maybe there's some rearrangement, maybe someone suddenly cannot speak and you move up the position. So please stay. If you're a speaker, do not move around, unless you're in another batch that will be after tea time. Okay, so this will happen. Now, who is going to be the moderators? I would like to ask all the moderators to please come on stage so you have a look who they are. So we have, apart from myself, who will not moderate anymore, we have Liz, James, Candice, and Joe. Please give some applause and have our 4 moderators come on stage. Okay, so these will be our 4 moderators. Okay, Liz will moderate the track 4. Well-being. We have Joe.
Resilient community.
Okay, thanks, Candice.
Sustainable city.
And I think you know what's happening next. James is?
Social entrepreneurship, even.
Okay. You better remember, okay? So, by the way, James is a social entrepreneur himself, so should be fine. So these will be the 4 moderators. So you know which track you are in, okay? If you're a speaker, please remember who is your moderator. If there's anything, let's say any crisis happening, you suddenly forgot what you wanted to say, or I have no idea what's going on, or you have some health issues, these are the people you can find. I have no idea. I've experienced many things in my life so far. So please, these will be your moderators, okay? If you have any questions, any doubts, or you suddenly realize my presentation is only 3 minutes long, okay? These are the people you can ask, and later they will also try to approach you if they can. But we don't just have our moderators, we also have respondents for the session. Each session will actually have respondents. Pardon? No, you're going to stay here, I'm sorry. Okay, you can find them in your booklet, okay? And I'll ask the respondents, if they're here, to also please come on stage, because we're going to take a little group photo in a second, okay? So, our respondents, we have Serena Cow from Wellbeing. Serena Cow, can you please stand up? Give some applause. Serena Cow. We have Philo Alto. Philo Alto about social economy and entrepreneurship. Philo. Okay, over there, Philo Alto, thank you a lot. Susan Evans from Sustainable City. Susan Evans, okay. Thank you, Susan. Mieke Gerritsen, okay. Resilient Community. Thank you very much. Okay, so these will be the people who will respond to you as well. So better be nice to them. They will give you some feedback after your presentation. And they have all interesting profiles as well. We don't have time to go through them, but they're all in the booklet with you. Right now, I would like to ask, before we go up, yeah, we can have a nice smile, we can take a quick photo. Oh, maybe with me as well. Can we have another one? Please? Thank you. Middle here, and then we take a photo like this. Okay, thanks a lot. Thank you very much.